To deal with emerging threats and the changing nature of modern-day warfare, the Indian Army is expediting its process of modernization of its armored wing. It is soon going to induct its indigenously designed and developed light tank Zorawar. The Indian Army felt the urgent need to have light tanks in service to gain operational dominance in high-altitude areas over its adversary China in 2020, following the aggression of the Chinese troops as they made advances towards Pangong Tso, and then the Indian Army had surprised the Chinese in the south of Pangong Tso by occupying some heights in the terrain along the line of actual control (LAC) in eastern Ladakh. The Indian Army had to deploy heavier tanks like the T-72, which weighs around 45 tons, and T-90 with a weight of around 46 tons, in the absence of light tanks. Both these tanks are not meant for high-altitude areas. Rather, they are good to be deployed in deserts and plains. In 2021, the Indian Army had issued a request for information (RFI) for procuring 350 light tanks with a weight of less than 25 tons with a margin of 10% and same firepower as the regular tanks. These tanks are to be deployed in high-altitude areas to counter Chinese deployment of similar armored columns along the LAC. These Indian light tanks ILT will be armed with artificial intelligence AI, integrated with tactical surveillance drones which will provide a high degree of situational awareness, and also loitering munitions, with an active protection system. Adding, an active protection system is designed to protect vehicles from anti-tank guided missiles and projectiles away from combat vehicles. This project of light tanks has been named after Zorawar Singh Kaluria, who was a military general. He had served under Jammu's Raja Gulab Singh, who according to officials is known as the conqueror of Ladakh. It has been designed in such a way that it will be able to operate in varying terrain from high-altitude area, island territories as well as marginal terrain. The Army also wants the light tank to be amphibious, so it can be deployed across riverine regions and even the Pangong Tso Lake in eastern Ladakh. To meet any operational requirements, these can be deployed rapidly. India's adversaries both Pakistan and China have already inducted state-of-the-art tanks, which are technologically advanced and have a mix of medium weight as well as light tanks with high power-to-weight ratios. As a result of the threat on India's northern border to remain in the foreseeable future, there is an urgent need for the Indian Army to be ready with their own indigenous light tanks which can be deployed faster in case of operational requirement. The Indian Army has been working on future tanks which are expected to replace the existing tanks. Indian Army is looking for versatility or flexibility of light and medium platforms. Armored Fighting Vehicle Indian Light Tank (AFVILT), which offers capability for multiple employment options and comes with niche technologies, is an operational imperative. Since 1982, the need for the light tank is being projected several times by the Indian Army. These light tanks have been employed as force multipliers in different battle engagements. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.